Hello, guys. Thank you so much for coming along to my channel again today. I so much appreciate you guys for being here. If this is the first time you are joining me, thank you so much for coming along. Perhaps through Google search or referral, whatever way that you were able to come across to my channel, just know that I'm so grateful. I would highly encourage you to please click that subscribe button down below, and click the notification bell so that anytime I release new content, you'll be the first to get notification, because I'm always going to update you with new content, especially practical, not just theoretical information about Scrum and Agile. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always trusting and always coming back. And I so much appreciate you guys for your love, for sharing, for commenting, for sharing, and whatever you are trying to, we're all doing together to make this an active community of practice. So thank you. Please, I will also continue to ask that you please like, comment, and share this with your colleagues, friends, and whoever you think might be able to, appreciate again from whatever we do here, right? I also wanted to keep emphasizing this here, that I provide free mentorship and coaching when it comes to Scrum and Agile. So if you are in the position of career transition from project management to Agile, or you are new to Scrum, maybe you have an interview, you are not sure what to do, all you need to do is to reach out. You can see my information on top of the screen. Just shoot me an email or connect with me on my Instagram or on my Facebook page. I'll try as much as I can. For those that have been reaching out can testify that I try as much as I can to respond as soon as I get those notifications. And for those that have already reached out to me, would confirm that it is totally free. So don't think that this is one of those information out there. I know, I understand. So, but just reach out if and only if you think, okay? I don't bite, so reach out. Anyways, so today I thought I would be able to share with you guys something, story, right? So today is one of those story time where whether you are preparing to go for the interview, or whether you're already practicing, or whether you are about to start your new job as a Scrum Master, what are some pitfalls you should keep an eye for? So today might be for new Scrum Masters, I would say, even though I'm not sure if there is anything like new Scrum Master or old Scrum Master. But let's just assume that this is the first time you are getting the Scrum job, right? So what should you keep an eye for? Or even if you're already in as a Scrum Master and you have been practicing for a number of years, maybe perhaps today might be able to give you an insight of what you might be doing wrong and something you might be able to reconsider. Okay, so know that this is recommendation, and whatever story that I'm telling you guys today is fictional. It is not factual. So I was able to come up with this story based on what I have researched, what I have been able to listen to, so that I can be able to give you an idea. It's not just theoretical knowledge, but also trying to tie it to something really pragmatic. Okay? Now, as always, I'm going to pull up my screen and then I can walk with you guys in terms of how those stories are tied together. Okay? All right, so today is what I titled Scrum Master Failure Story. So basically, common mistakes that new Scrum Masters do make, even old Scrum Masters might find themselves into this. So if you happen to see yourself, or if any of these stories I tell today happen to maybe be something you've experienced before, just know that it is a coincidence, okay? It's purely coincidental, okay? All right, so let's start with the story, and then we would now go into the 7 common mistakes. A number of folks know that going into Scrum interviews, you might be asked scenario-based questions. Scenario-based question could be, tell me about a time, blah, 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 blah. Those kind of stories. Now, we already know what is called the STAR technique. STAR technique is just a format of how to tell or respond to questions using a story. So the story I'm going to tell you guys today is using the STAR technique, which is very much easier to follow. Now, I'm going to start with this situation. Now, there is this new Scrum Master, all right? So we have this new Scrum Master. As you can see on my screen, his name is Alex. So if your name is Alex, just know it's very coincidental, okay? I'm not trying to say that this is you, but just if you can understand what I mean. So this new Scrum Master, Alex, has been hired to work with a team of developers. These guys are highly experienced when it comes to software development, right? Alex is excited, but there's something that is missing. Alex lacks the practical Scrum and Agile principles, the deep understanding, and how to implement it. And this is very familiar. You know, a number of folks have gone through the training, done the getting the certification, but in terms of the practical experience, that's where they struggle. So Alex, who is in this situation, is excited to get on board, but Alex still lacks that experience. Again, Alex understands that these guys are highly experienced in terms of development. They understand the workflow. But one key thing that these guys lack is how they can work in an agile environment in order to meet up with their deliverables or with their timelines or whatever it is. But the challenge these guys are having in terms of working is that they are struggling with meeting the project deadlines. And when they ship their increment, it is not, the quality is not, commendable, I would say. So these two challenges are what these guys are facing. Project timeline, which is a key thing, right? They are always missing their deadlines, and then the quality products. This is the situation that we are trying to just picture that in your mind, okay? Now, Alex has a task, by task responsibility of what to do. The primary thing Alex is required to do will be to improve the team's efficiency, the ability for them to work, and then to ensure that they meet their timeline or the deadlines, if I may put it that way. Because every project has a deadline, whether it is version 1 or release 1 or whatever you might call it, there is always a deadline. There is always a go live period. So everything we do in Scrum or in software development has a deadline. It's not just about software development, whether in construction, whatever it is. As far as project management is concerned, there's always a deadline for whatever task associated with resource in terms of who and of when. Now, another thing is that Alex, needs to understand the medium to facilitate all the Scrum events. Alex lacks that opportunity. He lacks. Now, it's not about having all the Scrum events that is the problem, but the ability to gain value out of those events. Each of the ceremonies or events that we have in Scrum has value-driven nature embedded in it. Daily Scrum, for example, is an opportunity to inspect and adapt. It is never a status reporting meeting. Now, if you're having a problem with your daily Scrum, look so closely. Is it about reports or is it about inspection and adaptation? Now, two different things altogether. This is out of the scope of today's content. But if you're not sure what the difference is, or what the differences are, just comment in the comment section. I will respond to you. Okay. So Alex also doesn't have that skill to liaise with the team and stakeholders. We understand that one of the primary responsibility of a Scrum Master is shielding the team against external interference. So Alex struggles with that. So it is one of his prerogatives to shield the team against external interference. Now, in terms of actions, what did Alex do? Now, Alex was more or less becoming authoritative. He was more or less micromanaging the team. He was dictating to the team, these software developers, what to do, right? He forgot about servant leadership of Scrum Master position. Now, if we can look at it more closely, one of the distinguishing differences between Scrum Master and a project manager, traditional project manager, is command and control. A traditional project manager is more or less commanding and controlling the team, but in an agile, it is about leadership, servant leadership. So Alex was always telling these guys, hey, Philip, I want you to do this. Can you deliver it by XYZ date? Okay, thank you. So those kind of things. He ignores the team's inputs during the sprint planning, thereby making the sprints unrealistic, which is one of the, failures or one of the things that new Scrum Masters do. He is always emphasizing on the Scrum process and the Scrum tools and all whatnot about Scrum. We already know what Scrum is. Now, I keep saying that. I tell my students, there's the real life difference between theoretical Scrum and realistic Scrum. Sometimes we have this knowledge, right? But when you come to a new environment, it's left for you as a Scrum Master, an Agile coach even, to figure out how to apply what you know. Now, Alex he's always emphasizing, oh, we must do this. Scrum says this, Scrum says this. We understand there is no one size do all of Scrum. There is always different approaches to the application of Scrum. Now, after taking all these approaches, what do you think happened? The result. There was during the sprint review, there is significant decline in the team's morale and productivity. The morale of the team, they are not encouraged. Their morale is not bumped up. The team missed the deadline. Now, remember, the challenge is that these guys are not meeting up their deadlines. But even at that, did Alex, get up to that or resolve the problem? Absolutely not. Dissatisfaction from stakeholders and the team, everybody feels satisfied and thinks we are messed up. And I'm guessing that you know what comes next. For some, Alex might be in the position to lose his job or her job, whatever gender Alex takes in this situation. Or he might be reassigned to another team. This is the story. Now, if you're a new Scrum Master, think about it. When you are getting onboarded, when you are getting to meet your team, think about, is it about Scrum by the book or is it about Scrum in reality? Okay, I'm not saying you should compromise. All I'm saying is think about the best approach on how to apply the Scrum principles and the 4 values of the Agile Manifesto and all of the artifacts. Now, in summary, what would we say are the common mistakes that new Scrum Masters make? There are lots of mistakes that new Scrum Masters make, right? One of those mistakes is overemphasis on tools and processes. We understand. We have different tools we use as Scrum Masters. Jira, Agile DevOps Board, Miro, Mural, GitHub, GitLab, whatever tool you're using. Now, the emphasis, all those tools are avenues or means to achieve a purpose. If whatever tool you're using is helping the team to achieve a purpose, figure out a way to help them to continue to use it to produce more value. Resisting change and adaptation, okay? We understand that as far as project management is concerned in general, change will come. In traditional waterfall, we understand that there is this change management process. But in Agile, it's a different ballgame altogether. Now, a Scrum Master should be open in terms of scope change or scope creep or how to manage scope. Sometimes scope can come early in time or late. Think about how to manage it without making some folks angry and making sure that everybody is happy. Neglecting the product owner relationship. Obviously, every Scrum Master should form that relationship with this product owner because this product owner is the one primarily managing the product, while the Scrum Master primarily manages the process. Micromanaging the team. Always, trust these guys to do their job. Remember one of the things that the 12 Agile Principles talks about? Trust, right? Understand that these guys have the technical background. You as a Scrum Master might not have the technical background, right? So think about it. They are the ones doing the job. Now, it's left for you as a Scrum Master to provide support when necessary and assist them, but let their voices be louder. Not focusing on servant leadership, right? Servant leadership is about always looking for ways to help, service, helping out, inadequate facilitation of meetings. Now, obviously, people might think like, okay, it's quite so easy to jump on a call and ask people, okay, what have they been working on today? What did they work on yesterday? Did they have any impediments? Yes, we understand that is the format in Scrum, but the approach we do take that can also help to provide ideas or even values that come out of it. Now, it is very unfortunate that some people don't get it right, but when you take an accurate approach in terms of facilitating these meetings, when you come out of it, you feel so fulfilled. It gives me happiness. At the end of every sprint planning, my developers feel like we have gotten a lot of things moving forward. Okay? Insufficient understanding of Scrum principles. There are times, for example, I ask someone, how have you gotten through a Scrum training? He says, I've just read books about Scrum and I've gotten my certification. I think I should be okay. Scrum is not just about reading books. Scrum is not just about getting the certification. There are lots of things more than those. You need to go through training. You need to go get the certification. You need to be mentored. You need to be coached. You need to get some sort of shadow. You need to shadow someone to feel it, to experience it. There are different ways you can gain experience if you have none. Now, today, I'm going to stop here for now. What do you think about today's story? Which of the 7 common mistakes do you think that new Scrum Masters are most liable to make? Which one you in particular have made? Even if I didn't cover them, can you please let us know in the comment section? All right. Thank you so much for listening to me. If today's session makes sense, if today's content makes sense, just click the like button below and comment in the section, say, yes, right on, John Bosco, this is awesome. And help me to share this so that we'll continue to build an active community of practice. Thank you so much for spending these few minutes with me. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. I hope I'll see you again next time. In the meantime, stay well. Bye for now.